Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. Did you know that as much as you want to get out there in front of your audience so that people know you, like you, trust you, follow you, that those same exact people are waiting for you to get in front of them so that they can know you, like you, trust you, buy from you? That's what we're talking about today. How to stop holding your gifts hostage and how to get your gifts out there in front of people. So I've got five, I guess, five tips for you today, and we're going to go through those. So to let you know who I am, I'm Carol Day Dunlop, your online wow strategist and Amazon #1 international best-selling author for my book, Unmarket Your Business: 10 Ways for Savvy Entrepreneurs to stand out, stop struggling, and start profiting. Sometimes I get those things kind of mixed up a little bit. So I wanted to say hello, hello, hello. Glad you're tuning in, whether you are tuning in live or whether you're looking at the replay. Say hello in the comments below or comments to the side or wherever they are, and let me know you're here because I know you're here to learn how to, release those gifts so you can start making money because that's what it's all about. And I hate to say, yes, it's all about making money, but it really is because if you don't have money, you can't help anybody. If you're a nonprofit or if you're not for profit or you just have this long yearning to get out there and help people, you can't do it unless you have money. So, how do we do this thing? How do we release our gifts? So, first thing is, what are your gifts? Because I know when I get out there in the transformation world with other coaches, they're like, this is how you transform someone's life. If you transform someone's life, they'll actually like follow you forever, say you're the best thing since sliced bread. So, what gifts are we actually talking about? And basically, it's the one that those are the ones that help people do what they do best. Maybe you created some kind of a system to cook better, a system to cook faster, a system to read a book faster. Maybe you have an idea that no one else has thought about, and just because of buying into that idea, not just monetarily, but mentally, people can get ahead in life. Maybe you have a process, or maybe you've come up with a 7-step plan or a 6-step something, or maybe you can just help people organize their thoughts. That's a big thing, trying to get people to organize their thoughts, really. So maybe that's something that you do. If it is, then that's your gift. That's the gift that God has given you for you to go out and teach others how to do it, show others how to do it, help others to do it. The thing is about others and helping them to do what they do. So, what is it that you do? If you're here live, please put what it is that you do, who you help. If you're listening to the replay, please do the same thing. Put in the comments what you do and how you help people. So, the second thing, number two, is let's get it to show how are you holding these gifts hostage? And how do you know you're holding them hostage? Because I know. Well, first of all, you say to people, I'm going to do this, I will do this, I need to do this, whatever this is. If it's write a book program, if it's create an event, if it's go out and start speaking, whatever it is, you're telling people, I need to do this, I will do this. And people are telling you, you should do this. You have to do this. How many of you that are listening right now, live or replay, doesn't matter. People have said to you, you know, girl, or dude, you need to be writing that. You need to create that into a book. You need to make that into a book because people want to hear your story. People want to know how you do things. And where's your book? And so they see you again a couple of years later, a couple of months later, and they're like, hey, have you written that book yet? And you're like, no. I know my author coach, Anita Henderson, had one client that he had ran into the same people like 3 different times, each just about 10 years apart, and they kept asking him, where's your book? So he finally wrote the book, and it's a big success right now. So whatever it is you're trying to do, you're not doing it. But you don't. You don't do whatever it is. People are telling you you need to do it. You know you need to get it out there. You know you need to write that book or create that program or put that product on sale or make that dress or whatever it is, create that macrame, whatever, but you're not doing it. That's how you're holding things hostage. And what does holding your gifts hostage look like? It looks like procrastination. It looks like doubt. It looks like fear. It looks like stubbornness, non-belief in yourself. So if any of those things are hitting you, and they may not just hit you in the face like, boom, this is procrastination. It's like, oh, I know I need to do that right now, but I don't really want to do it. Or you come up with an excuse not to do it. Or maybe you're thinking, am I really good enough to do this? Am I the person? Who's going to follow me? Who's going to buy from me? Maybe you're just in fear of not only not doing it and not being successful, but maybe your fear is that you will be successful. A lot of times people stop because they think they might make it. And if they make it, then that brings up a whole other plethora of things. They're like, well, if I make it, then I got to do this and I got to do that. And then I have to be a bit available for that. Come on, honey, you ain't even made it yet, right? You haven't even written a book. You haven't authored that play. You haven't put that program out there. You haven't done anything. So don't let those fears and doubts and imaginary things come up. Because I'm telling you, when you release your gifts and you allow God to play a big part in that, it's like, I don't know, the heavens open up, or it's raining sunshine all the time. It's just glorious and fabulous, and it's a life that you can't fathom. You can't even dream of how great it's going to be, but you'll never know until you get out there. So here's something that'll help you. It's always helped me. Prayer helps. Now, don't say that because I'm a minister or any of that. I'm just saying that prayer helps you. If you want to get unstuck, if you want to get your gifts out there, release those gifts and let them fly and let them grow and let them help others to transform their lives, then you have to pray about it. You have to pray to get out of your own way, because a lot of times we're stopping ourselves. Like I just said before, the fear and the doubt and the stubbornness and the non-belief and the procrastination, those are examples of you stopping you from being great. And guess what else it's doing? It's stopping you from getting in front of the exact right people who are looking for you. Because as I said in the beginning, just as bad as you want to get out there to your audience, but you're stopping yourself, your audience wants you in front of them. Because guess what? They don't have anybody else to turn to. No one else can solve this problem but you. No one else has that process but you. No one else has that secret ingredient but you. And you may think, hey, I just make pound cakes. How is that transforming someone's life? Well, if your pound cake, which I have a client, Tracy West of Irresistible Pound Cakes. Yes, I had to make sure I was saying her company name right. Her pound cakes are the bomb, and every time you taste them, they're so soft and sweet and delicious. They just put a smile on your face that you couldn't believe anything could be that good. So if you say, how can I transform lives with a pound cake? Just biting into that pound cake, chewing it up, and letting it go down your throat, through your body to your stomach, that gives you an amazing feeling. And you could change somebody's life just like that, from bad to good, from to wow. That's a transformation. It doesn't have to be a big thing like you lose 300 pounds and you were a size 45 and now you're a size 15 or 10. It doesn't have to be big like that. Little transformations happen. And prayer can help you do that, because you need to be armored up for this thing. Entrepreneurship, doing your own thing, stepping out on your own, starting your own business, all that stuff is really heavy. And being an entrepreneur, I've heard it said many times, is not for the faint of heart. A lot of people think that is, oh yeah, I'll get out there and I'll get this business going and things will be right with the world and God will shine down on me and all this. It just doesn't happen like that all the time, 24/7. Sometimes you got to go through those, like Lisa Nichols says, you got to go through that dip, right? You got to go through that dip. And sometimes that dip keeps you down for a minute. But for me, I would rather go on my own, doing my own thing, than I would be rather be working for someone. So anyway, you need to pray for strength, your strength to keep going, because like I said, it's not for the faint of heart. And you got to pray for patience. Patience is what keeps you on that track for success, because you may get 6 wins in a row. People buying your stuff. People are like, this is awesome, all that good stuff. And then, boom, you hit a dry spell and you can't sell anything for a couple of weeks, a month, a year. I don't know. And I'm not saying this to wish bad stuff on you. I'm just saying It happens like that sometimes. And I also want you to pray for the understanding you need to do this, because sometimes just creating a process, getting a strategy in place, marketing your business, telling people about your business, you have to understand what you have to help them with, how you have to help them understand how this is going to help them. I hope that makes sense. All right, so number 4, this is the last one. So we talked about what are your gifts. They're the things that God uses through you. People do what they do best. Doesn't have to be a huge thing. Doesn't have to be a huge transformation. It can be little bitty things. And then we talked about how are you holding your gifts hostage with the procrastination, the doubt, the fear, the stubbornness, and the non-belief. I want you to let go of those. And then I told you about how prayer helps you and the different things you can pray for. So right now, I want you to just make that decision to just do it. Just like Nike says, just do it. And what do I mean by that? Just push the button and go live on that live stream if that's holding you back. Just get your email list together and send an email to your people. Or if you already have an email list and you haven't been sending anything to them, go ahead and push that send button and send them something. Even if you just say, hey, how you doing? How are things going? You sent it, right? Third thing is maybe you need to do the social media posts or postings that you've been putting off doing forever and ever and ever, because your audience is not going to wait for you forever. They're going to hang around for a little bit, see what you're doing, and sometimes that little bit is like a minute, 2 minutes, 2 days, a week. You know, they're not going to wait that long, and then they're going to go on to the next best thing, the next person. So you don't want them to leave you, right? You want them to be with you. Maybe it's to create that event. People have been telling you for years that you need to do this international retreat, or you need to do this retreat with just 3 people, or you need to go ahead and write that book, or you need to go ahead and make that workbook, or you need to do whatever it is you need to do. You need to do it. And maybe you just need to reach out to your peeps. You say, what's up? It could be as simple as that, but whatever it is, I don't want you to hold back on that anymore. I want you to just do it. So as soon as you finish watching this broadcast, I want you to just do whatever it is. Get started on it. Even if it's writing a book. You can't really, well, I mean, technically you could write a book overnight, but not a good book that's going to get you clients. But get started on it. What is that saying that, the longest journey starts, the journey of 1,000 steps starts with the first step? Something like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I also want to let you know that if you have any issues, you're like, man, I can't do this. I can't think about this. I need some help. I'm here for you, right? I want you to schedule your online WOW assessment. You can do that by going to csicorporation.com/online WOW. And all you need to do is go there and schedule. It's absolutely free. 45 minutes for you and I to chat. We're going to look at how you're presenting yourself online. What are your social media sites looking like? What's your website looking like? And see where you're missing out on clients so you can stop doing that. But the main thing I want to get across to you is if you don't take action, nothing is going to happen. So whatever it is you need to do to kick that fear, doubt, disbelief to the curb, I want you to do it. And if it means that you need to get on with me in an online WOW assessment to help you, to help jumpstart you, get you a gentle little push out there for what you need to do, then consider it done, and I want you to do it. So this has been Carol J. Dunlop coming to you for my Thursday lives on my Creative Services International Facebook page. I will see you again next Thursday. Bye for now. Just go do it. What are you waiting for?